Hello, this is Tea Time on Plus TV Africa. My name is Elsie Godwin, and here with me are my able co-anchors Iyke Oshunke and Iyke Omai.
Hi.
What up, guys? How you doing?
Great, you?
I'm good. How are you? Okay.
What's
they can take our freedom, but they can never take our freedom.
Where did you hear that one from? No, you have to let us know. You can't start.
Well, okay, before I tell you that, I have to give a special birthday shout out to somebody special. Okay, so she goes by the name Faith.
You know when I say, and thanks to our entire production team, she's one of
she's one of them, and today's her birthday. Even though she brought very small cakes, we're still going to say happy birthday anyways.
I think
happy birthday, Faith. Happy birthday. We love you.
Okay, you were saying something about, you said you were going to give us a background story about what you just said.
No, don't worry. She understands. It's an inside joke.
I don't understand.
Okay.
It's a newsroom
main
joke.
Story of the day. I'm hoping that I'll get into this gist soon. I don't understand what's going on, but I'm hoping that we'll understand it and get into it soon. Okay, maybe we should talk about Regina Daniels. Her biological father has come out to say something. I'm not sure if we can go by this in any way, but that's what do you think? I don't know.
I mean, I saw the Facebook posts that he made, and he screenshotted posts that he had uploaded on his account years ago. So backing down to when she was a kid. Well, in some people's eyes, she's still that, but you know, backing up from when she was a really small child. And showing his concern, and he's vocal about his concerns for this union. I mean, if that is true, I think it's really awful. A father should definitely be involved in whatever it is that you're doing, especially when it's as controversial as marrying someone 30, 40 years older than you. But I already made my opinion clear before, and I think you guys didn't support, but I thought it's a little alarming, the marriage, the relationship, and I know in this context and his economic status, I'm not gonna act like I don't think that it has to do with some kind of transaction of, like, you know, she wants to be economically advantaged and stuff. So and that is also seeming like he's worried about the same thing too. So I don't know, I can only wish her the best.
Fair.
Well, I think my father's concerns before any, unless he's not alive. As long as he's alive, I think the consent is very, very important. It's just like a blessing. So if he's claiming, well, there was a counter-attack, though, by Regina's mom, saying that he did not pay the bride price for her. So he doesn't have the right to receive the bride price for his daughter.
Oh.
I think that's how the. I think that's how. No, as in, like, it doesn't need their like it can't. Like his consent is not necessary because you are not really entitled to who she get.
Yeah. So
I think it's the Igbo culture.
I don't know if it's same thing in their own states, but where I come from, if you're still in your father's house and no one has come to actually pay that bride price or to marry you properly, whatever child you have in that family still remains the child of your father.
Okay,
so that's where she's
because they are saying that the what's it called, traditional wedding took place in the family house of Regina's mom. So it's not even, so it's not like his family was aware, so he wasn't.
Price,
you don't have the right to be involved in your daughter's marriage. Well, if that's the Igbo culture, I really can't say anything about it if that's the culture. But if that's the law, if that's their customary law, then we really can't do anything.
I guess, but you know, it's sad when he said he's been trying to reach out to the man. I'm guessing they're age mates, probably.
Yeah, he said they lived in the same compound. I don't know if you guys saw that.
You see, that gave me some kind of like pedophilish behavior.
Like maybe it's been
like,
happening.
Have you been stalking this girl when she was a child, like when she was small?
Or maybe he's even paid for and hand the marriage to the mother way before that. As soon as she turns 18, you're giving this girl to me.
Doesn't look good.
It happens in Nigeria, so it's not something we can rule out. And like you said, it's very disturbing, but I don't know when we disagreed with you. I think everybody thinks this is very disturbing, but at the same time, she's of age. It would have been different if she was a minor. But she's of age, so it's a decision at the end because she's old enough to make a decision, and she's not looking like she's being perplexed to do this. She looks like it's something that you cannot
even deny that she has mother's influence on this as well.
Obviously, you can tell because her mother is always by her side.
Very involved.
But right now, I think she's beginning to grow into it and she's beginning to enjoy it because she held a Children's Day party. I saw a joke where they said Regina Daniels had the Children's Day party and it was all adults, no young person and all that. They said the 63-year-old man even called Regina mommy. That's the power of money. It's just crazy. So I think right now she's beginning to enjoy her life, and like we always say, you're entitled to your choices.
Of course.
And yeah, so if that's really a choice and it's not a mom forcing this or not, then all well and good. Live your best life, girl.
Okay, so up next for conversation is this story on singer Chris Brown, who skips Paris hearing over rape accusation. Recall that Chris Brown was arrested in France's capital city in January after a woman accused him of raping her at the Mandarin Oriental Hotel. He was later released from custody without charges pending further investigation. The accuser, who cannot be named for legal reasons, alleges she was forced to take cocaine and raped by 3 men at a Paris hotel on the 16th of January 2019. When I read the part where it said the accuser who cannot be named, it made me remember the movie.
She's a Jane Doe at the moment.
Yeah, I know.
Which movie?
Okay, I'm not good with titles, but I think it's Harry Potter.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyways, now the lawyer is saying that for him not to appear, that it's showing that he does not have regard for the France law, and that he doesn't even have anything that should bind him to appearing in the first place. So it's more like she's making a case for him and also making a case against him. So I don't understand what's playing in that field.
Making a case for him and make how?
Because she's saying that, you know, when you make a meeting with your accuser, it's not legally binding. It's not a hearing or a court appearance. So he doesn't actually have to show up. So she's saying that, but she's also saying that you not showing up is also looking like you have something to hide. So a case for him and a case against him.
I didn't see it that way because she was even saying, I even found that very arrogant because this is the same woman that's helped some people that have accused R. Kelly, that have also, and she's worked with a lot of celebrities too, especially in rape cases or sexual assault cases. I can't remember her name for the life of me right now, but hopefully before the end of the show it will come to me. And she was saying that, did he hear I was going to be there? So is he scared of me? Is that why he didn't show up? And I was like, what? Like, do you understand? So I found her very arrogant. So, well, we do not know why Chris Brown wasn't there, but this doesn't look good because if it's a hearing that was supposed to be there and it wasn't there, it probably shows that, yes, maybe...
It's not a hearing. Like
it's not a hearing, it's just a meeting.
Yeah,
just a meeting. And sometimes you settle stuff in that meeting.
Yeah, maybe I feel that is what I think Chris Brown lawyers know that, okay, these people want to settle out of court.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
It's just I'm just saying my thoughts right now. Like, okay, they know that these people want to just get some money out of us, so they want to settle out of court. And if Chris Brown knows, because he's been claiming his innocence since the beginning of the case, so if he knows it's not true and he knows he has legal grounds, I think this is the same girl he allowed to come and video.
No, this is another case.
This is another case. Okay, okay, this is another case entirely. So if he knows that they have no legal grounds, then he might as well go to trial.
He was discharged and no case was filed against him, and they said pending investigation. So I think these people should focus their energy on
getting
the investigations and getting something concrete to file another whatever it is. But like he said, they probably know they want to get something from it, and they're like,
yeah, they don't mind how little.
this.
Like, just give us something and let us go away. That kind of thing.
The lawyer's name was Gloria Allred.
Yeah, Gloria.
I know Gloria because she's handled a lot of like cases that's related to the Me Too movement. One of the things I really worry about with this case, even though I'm a big Chris Brown fan, I think the world needs to learn how to give second chances, and he's one of those people that deserve that. I'm really worried about her going on that thing because she never really picks cases that don't have legitimate grounds. And she wasn't on it.
She's lost some.
I don't in the last 10, 20 years. I don't know any. Maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong. So for the fact that she wasn't on it before and now she's decided to come on this matter, it's a bit more. I'm a bit more worried for him. And Chris Brown would not run if he didn't have the need to run.
I don't think it's a case of running because, like we
Gloria,
said,
what's her last name again?
He's not really expected to be there, except he wants to be there.
No, but you see, the thing is, he didn't say like, oh, okay, this meeting, I'm not going to be able to make it or whatever. This is from the impression that the lawyer is giving, is that he didn't just show up. So you were expected to come and then you didn't show up. And she's saying that looks like a scandal because if you had nothing to hide and you want to get past this, which I'm guessing he wants to,
no, I feel
he should be able to attend.
Concrete evidence, or if the investigation has brought out anything fruitful, they should go to court. They can't just expect him to come for something that could turn out to be a settlement, and then people will keep doing this. How many people is he going to settle until?
But he can go and not settle. He can still show up and not have to.
I mean, it's still his choice, really.
Yeah.
Well, I found Gloria very arrogant, though. That's all I have to say.
I mean, she sounds like, I don't know if watch How to Get Away with Murder. She sounds like someone who knows how to do their job well.
Like the day I was flying into France, and is that why he didn't show up? Is he scared of me?
Like, and I'm like, what? She did some dirty things to cover to make some cases look good and look bad. Yeah. Anyway, it's time for a break, but when we return, we'll be bringing you the latest entertainment buzz. We'll be right back.
You're watching Plus TV Africa, and this is Tea Time.
I loved the energy when I came in here. It was so positive. I was like, I can't live here.
My real names are Akbofiofobo, Akborubomemere.
I think my father is a comedian because most times when he calls me, he's like, yo, make sure you use condom, you know, them girls out there.
So are you telling me I should have shot my shots?
Ife, you have a younger brother. Age is nothing but a number. Well, I'm a vampire. I believe in equal rights for women, and I also believe that a man is the head of the house, so we need to draw our limits somewhere. It feels so good. Now can I do my jam now?
Yeah, you can.
Thank you.
Welcome back. You're watching Tea Time, and it's time for our next story. Lamar Odom seems to have dropped a new bombshell as he reveals he secretly dated Taraji P. Henson. He, however, blames his cheating for ending a secret relationship he had with the actress more than 10 years ago. The NBA veteran and reality star said in his new book titled Darkness to Light that he and the stunning actor who plays Cookie Lion on the Fox series met and ended up exchanging numbers, and that the spark flew and became something very beautiful. I don't like how the media is making it look like, oh, wow, you had a relationship with Taraji J. Like, I don't know, but the vibe I'm getting is just...
Even the word secret, I don't think it was secret. I think it was
just
low-key.
Out of the public eye.
Yeah, I agree.
Ife. Because I know you don't agree. So.
No, what makes you think I don't agree? I really don't see anything wrong with it. It's how he puts it in his book. And at some point, he said they were very close. He was even at dates to the 2009 Globe Awards. And so he wasn't secret, like it wasn't just general knowledge. Yes. Yeah, they were. It wasn't just general public knowledge that they were having an affair, but obviously everybody knew they were close at some point. And Of course, you're saying, why are you making it look like it's a big deal? Taraji is a big deal. Ask any guy. Just me, man. Taraji is that hot, like you feel like, yeah. So for him to even put it in his book, he finds out what he's like saying, oh, I dated a Michelle Obama, you know, I once dated Oprah, I'm not putting Taraji in that before you people come for me and say, no, I'm not putting.
For him. Are you not done?
I'm just saying that at the end of the day, I don't know why he's spilling all this tea right now. It's a memoir, though. You're supposed to spill.
It's a book. I think people just read, and when they get to that point, they feel, oh, this is going to be very sensational.
Yeah, then we put it out there.
And
then, obviously, I like the fact that he owned up to it that, well, I had the layup, and I blew it because, yeah, he was actually supposed to be the guy she would be tying the knot with because she's getting married really soon to the former NFL player. And, yeah, so...
I'm happy for them. I'm happy for her because if you follow her as well, she's been through a fair share of struggle on her own. So, I mean, I get that he's on a good path and all that stuff. But I'm happy that they didn't end up together. At least not then.
Why?
Yeah, no.
Okay,
I mean, he's very open about that.
Very responsible guy. Yeah, you know, over 2,000.
So maybe the girl coming in now. I mean, he even in the book, he's not saying that I'm a better person. I'm working on it. So. You know, and maybe I always say Mr. Right is only the Mr. Right at the right time. So until he becomes, you know, right at this point, she dodged a bullet is what I would have to say about that.
And I'm sure she's glad she did.
Of course, especially I can even just imagine her watching Khloe Kardashian and him in the spotlight. How that must have made her feel.
I think the cute part of the story was when he said she introduced him to her son.
Yeah, Marcus said when he was 14.
They spent a lot of time together.
Yeah.
And it was
He even mentioned some of the Hollywood friends that used to come with her, and I was like, he mentioned the girl that was in Love and Basketball. That used to come with her to his house, that they used to spend days together. And I'm like, dude, why are you spilling so much tea? Like, these people may not even want to be associated with you.
No, his case is not that bad.
No, and I think he's doing a fantastic job in not defaming anyone but himself.
Yeah.
Like, he's writing about these people with so much class.
Respect.
When I read it, I was just like, whoa, okay, either that you have someone who is working on this book with you, as in
obviously
word for word, because it's so like you like saying about me, it's so politically correct, and it's also not something that you can get bitter about. Even us finding out about their relationship, the way he talked about how with so much class and like putting all the blame on himself, I was just like, okay, Lamar. All right.
One of our media personalities need to learn from this. I'm not mentioning names, but up next, Mike says he struggled with being different for a while. The popular Nollywood actor made this revelation via an Instagram post. He said he knew he was quite different from other guys from the age of 12. He went on to say, you can't choose who to love or love you back, but you can certainly choose who you make your life or who you make your way in life with. Choose prudently, embrace your difference is the only rule. Your individuality and flair is your lifelong truth. Okay, it's good that Mike is coming out with something like this because I think there are so many men out there, or guys out there, young men out there struggling with being different, struggling with not conforming to what society expects of a man. Oh, you have to watch football. He mentioned that he doesn't even watch football till now. You can't cry. You know, there are certain unwritten rules that you just expect a man to follow, but I think it's high time we understand that it's not necessarily that way. A man is allowed to be emotional, he's allowed to feel, he's allowed to have different interests, he's allowed to even be interested in the things that ladies are interested in, you know, so that's the way I see it. As the man in the video.
Well, I think Mike is making a lot of sense, but yeah, a lot of people struggled with, I won't call that a struggle because a lot of us too didn't have a lot of that type of childhood. I didn't find myself playing a lot with my peers, maybe because I'm the last and I had elder ones, so my friends were my elder brother's friends, so I didn't have a lot of interest in what young people did. So a lot of us had, so I won't actually call it a struggle. The fact that you didn't go out to watch football, you rather discuss politics, read newspapers, read books, I'll just say, oh, that's a smart kid. And that's the way I would like to raise my child. So, and I understand what he's saying that your values and all of that you should cut a niche for yourself. So yeah, Mike,
Well, I don't
comes
think
up.
guys that watch football are not smart. I mean, they are smart, but
No, I never said guys are
I think you're
I'm just trying
missing
to
the point
make
a
what you
little
said
bit. Like,
very
I don't
clear.
think he's even just focusing on the fact that I don't watch
Yeah.
football. I think it goes
The fact that it's
deeper
different.
into that there's already a toxic masculinity society built for men before they're even born. You're supposed to act a certain way. It's so interesting because we were talking about this yesterday. It's you have to be this kind of person, responsibility, finances, all that pressure on a man. And he's saying that he hasn't been able to fit into that society all the way from going back into being 12 years old. I don't think it's just one example of like football. It must have been a lot of other things that he's saying and now he's saying that he's putting strength into that sometimes can even segregate you from the
because even
the
as shallow as you want to look at football watching, I've seen guys that have been talked down by other guys because they just tell you, I don't watch football, and everybody in the room goes, wow, like, do you exist? So even if you don't feel that pressure, there are so many people out there that are feeling this pressure daily, and sometimes I even know someone who decided to try to go see a football match one day, and he wasn't feeling it, and he was like, why would I be watching, is it 11 now? 11 guys, no, 11 times 2, 22 running around chasing
that's how I feel.
football, like, you know, so it's
and I've even noticed even
a struggle.
Even in the lingo here in this country is once a man says something that doesn't necessarily fit the normal criteria of a man. You say things like, "Oh, are you gay?" or like, "Are you a B word? Are you a B? Don't be
because
a
you don't
pussy."
feel it doesn't mean it's not happening.
No, I don't think this is a sexist situation. I think he's just trying to talk about.
He's trying to talk about toxic
he's a male.
actually.
And that's gender.
I don't see gender in this at all.
Okay.
I just see how someone sees his own struggle and how his struggle, or what he refers to as his struggle, has helped shaped the man that he is today. So I do not see gender in this. I see this as something that is applicable to both male and female. The fact that I use football as an example. Yeah, he's using his own perspective.
Mike is a man, people.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So the fact that he's using his own perspective.
There's no way you can remove gender from someone. Like, the first thing I am is my biological.
And society.
If this was to be
society,
written by a woman, she would say, I didn't see myself painting the
And then we
face
will
of
talk
my
about
dog.
that as well.
But Mike is more like the only boy in his family. He has sisters, actually.
I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, I think that's exactly where we wrap up on this episode of Tea Time. Join us tomorrow for fresh episodes of the program. Remember, you can always be part of this conversation by using the hashtag Tea Time on social media or tweet at us at +TV Africa. Until then, special thank you goes always to my co-anchors, Iyke Oshunkaye and Iyke Omai, and the entire production team. And of course, happy birthday once again to Faith. I'm Elsie Godwin saying thank you for watching. Do have yourself a good evening.